In today's world where geopolitical power is increasingly linked to technological advancement, both USA and China are one of the leading technologically advanced countries, where the US has long led its rivals. American companies make some of the world's fastest computers, deadliest jet fighters, and most capable robots. On the other hand, China's growing economy, now the world's second largest, and huge government investments in technologies are eating away at that edge like never before. So, in today's video, we are going to look into some of the growing and visible technology where each of the country leads. So it's going to be a wonderful video, so do watch till the end and do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hey guys, welcome to Techno Zamana. So, let's get ready for the technology battle between USA and China. Let's first start with 5 grams technology. The most visible technological battle has been over 5G, the superfast cellular networks that promise to be the foundation for tomorrow's technologies. Huawei's technologically advanced cellular equipment and its ability to churn it out quickly helped China quickly roll out 5G, turning much of the nation into a potential lab for 5G-dependent technology, such as self-driving cars. Meanwhile, airwave restrictions have slowed the construction of U.S. 5G networks. USA has some of the 5G players like Cisco, Qualcomm, InterDigital, etc., but those markets are comparatively small. And Huawei is a player in both, and more than 60% of a wireless carrier's 5G capital expenditures could go to cellular equipment, such as radios, a market Huawei leads. Still, it would be premature to declare China the winner in the 5G race, especially since Washington has further tools to slow Huawei's dominance in both the cellular equipment industry and smartphone business, in which it is also a global leader. Federal agencies in Washington are currently debating whether and how to tighten sanctions on Huawei, says Dan Wang, a Beijing-based technology analyst at research firm Gavekal Dragonomics. If they do, then Huawei's operations will be disrupted in major ways, such that it may have difficulty making smartphones and 5G equipment. However, if we consider 5G technology, the edge goes to China because of its market. Now let's go with artificial intelligence. 3 years ago, Beijing declared its intention to be the world leader in AI by 2030, envisioning a domestic industry alone worth some $150 billion. China's publicly traded tech giants, including Alibaba Group Holding Limited and Baidu Inc., have billions of dollars into AI research and set up labs in China and Silicon Valley, taking advantage of the latter's openness that has made them juggernauts, outshining global rivals in areas including e-commerce algorithms and facial recognition. China's huge population, surveillance infrastructure, and more lax attitude on privacy rights generate huge volumes of data, which produces ever smarter AI. But while China may contribute more AI research and be ahead in some important subsets of AI, like facial recognition, it's not ahead in all of them. And when it comes to research into artificial general intelligence, or AI with broader, human-like thinking abilities, the large U.S. companies, Microsoft Corp., Alphabet Inc., Google, and others, are clearly leading, says Paul Triolo, an analyst at political risk consulting firm Eurasia Group. American tech giants have untold amounts of money to spend on AI, which they're using in recommendation engines, targeted advertising, and automatic filtering of obscene or otherwise banned pictures and videos, among other areas. Some also sell AI services, letting companies, governments, and police departments tap into the power of their algorithms. So, there is a clear edge towards USA in artificial intelligence. Now let's go with quantum computing. Quantum computing applies the properties of quantum particles to solve computation problems more efficiently than traditional computers. The extra computational power it unleashes could be a game changer for companies running simulations of biochemical reactions for drug discovery or modeling scenarios for investment portfolios. Meanwhile, quantum communication allows for the transmission of classified information in a virtually unhackable way. It can also be weaponized to decrypt messages transmitted with traditional encryption methods. While a number of governments and private sector entities around the world are pushing forward quantum computing innovation, the US and China have emerged as leaders in the field. Both countries are home to some of the foremost research institutions in quantum technology and have produced remarkable achievements in the field. It is difficult to identify a clear winner since each country has its own strong suits and weak points. We looked at a number of metrics to compare the state of quantum computing research in the US and China. They included the number of patents granted, The development of the private sector ecosystem, quantum, and the level of government support for the quantum computing ecosystem. If we look at the patents, the US is winning the patent game with over 1,000 quantum computing patents granted within its borders in the 10 years preceding 2021. It is important to note that some of these patents have been filed by entities located outside the US. But the high number of granted patents within the US is an indication that the US is an attractive market for quantum innovation. If we look at the private sector ecosystem, the advantage of the US lies in its rich private sector quantum computing research and development ecosystem, including Google, Microsoft, IBM, and 12 other public companies. It is also home to 78 quantum computing startups. According to Traxon, a website that tracks companies by industry, the US leads the world in quantum computing private equity, with 110 deals closed between 2016 and 2021, compared with China's 30. In 2019, Google was first to achieve so-called quantum supremacy, or the creation of a quantum computer that is able to solve specific problems faster than a classical computer. If we look at the communication technology, China is ahead of the game in quantum communications, with considerable victories in the domain. In 2016, it became the first country to launch a quantum satellite that enables extremely secure transmission of information without traditional encryption methods. It followed up on this achievement with the establishment of an integrated quantum communication network in 2019, connecting 2 satellites to fiber optic cables on the ground. Now, the government support. China's success in quantum technology innovation can be credited to strong government support for basic research in the field. This is manifested by the fact that the universities that are responsible for China's strides in quantum technology are all public. In its 13th five-year plan released 2016, the Chinese government named quantum communication and computing among the priority areas for the government innovation strategy. The next year, it announced a $10 billion investment in a national laboratory for quantum information sciences. Meanwhile, the U.S. government has been playing catch-up with the passage of the National Quantum Initiative in 2018. The Congressional Act established a national strategy for quantum computing and a framework for government agencies to support research efforts. In addition to earmarking $1.2 billion in funding, the Department of Energy is using $625 million of the earmarked cash to finance 5 quantum information research hubs composed of national labs, universities, and companies. While the U.S. may lag behind China in terms of total government spending on quantum computing research, it has the advantage of counting a number of quantum-forward nations among its allies. It has so far made steps towards quantum collaboration with the UK, Japan, and Australia. So yeah, these were some of the technologies compared which are growing rapidly. Looking at only these technologies, it is difficult to conclude who is technically advanced country, as there are a lot more technology where any one of these countries can lead. So, we can't exactly say who is winning. But these countries are one of the top countries which are technologically advanced. They are going neck on neck in improving the technology which is going to be our future. So, since this technology is going to be the future, you can think smartly and invest in stocks of those companies and can expect a very good return from their growth in the future. You can now easily buy US stocks through IND Money app. Just a single click and the stocks will be in your pocket. To download IND Money, just click on the link below and you will rewarded with free Amazon stocks. The link in the description. Comment below and say if you need a part 2 of this video, or the topic on which you need a video. Thank you for seeing till last. Hope you liked it. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Again, thank you so much for watching till end. Have a good day. Bye.